I want you to picture two coworkers sitting in the same office. Both are 45 years old. Both have worked hard. Both look successful from the outside. But financially, they are living in completely different worlds. The first coworker earns $160,000 a year. Drive by their house and everything looks impressive. There is a 3-car garage, 2 luxury SUVs in the driveway, a perfectly manicured lawn maintained by a professional crew, a backyard pool that cost more than some people make in a year. Inside the house, every room looks like a magazine, new furniture, designer lighting, a kitchen filled with appliances they barely use, closets packed with clothes, shoes, watches, bags, and things they forgot they even bought. From the outside, this person looks wealthy, but inside they are stressed, because every month that high salary disappears. Mortgage, car payments, insurance, maintenance, subscriptions, vacations, furniture upgrades, credit cards, private lessons, lawn care, pool care, dining out, lifestyle. And now they are terrified of corporate restructuring, not because they are broke in the traditional sense, but because their lifestyle requires every dollar of that salary just to stay alive. They are not working because they love the job. They are working because their lifestyle will collapse without it. Now look at the second coworker. This person earns $75,000 a year. They live in a modest townhouse. Their kitchen is small but functional. Their closet is simple, filled with clothes they actually wear. They drive a 10-year-old car that runs perfectly. They do not upgrade things just because they are bored. They do not buy things just because people around them are buying. They do not fill every empty space in their home with more stuff. From the outside, this person looks ordinary, but inside they are calm. Why? Because for the last decade, they have been quietly applying minimalist money rules. They created a gap between what they earn and what they need. They invested the difference. They refused to let their lifestyle grow every time their income grew. And while their high-earning coworker is still trapped in what looks like success, this person is preparing to hand in their resignation. Not because they won the lottery, not because they inherited millions, not because they built a viral business, but because they understood something most people learn too late. Every unnecessary thing you buy is not just costing you money, it is costing you time. My name is Zoe. I hold a degree in business analysis and have studied the practical money habits that help ordinary people build real freedom. Not fake freedom, not social media freedom, real freedom. The kind where your bills are lower, your options are higher, and your life no longer depends entirely on one paycheck. And today, we are talking about minimalist saving habits that can help you retire years earlier. Not by living a miserable life, not by depriving yourself of everything you enjoy, but by understanding the hidden relationship between stuff, spending, time, and freedom. Most people think retirement is about reaching one huge, impossible number. But minimalist thinkers see it differently. Retirement is not just an age. It is not just a number. Retirement is the moment your investments, savings, and options become stronger than your expenses. That is the real game. The lower your required lifestyle, the less money you need to be free. And that is why minimalism is not just about having fewer things. It is about needing less money to feel secure. Let's get right into it. The first minimalist habit is learning the true cost of more. Most people only see the purchase price. They see a $1,000 sofa, a $600 phone upgrade, a $300 kitchen gadget, a $50 monthly subscription, a $15,000 home gym. But they do not see the second cost, the space it takes, the maintenance it needs, the insurance it may require, the cleaning, the repairs, the upgrades, the mental energy, and most importantly, the opportunity cost. Because every dollar you spend on something you do not truly need is a dollar that cannot work for your future. A $15,000 home gym is not just a $15,000 home gym. If that money had been invested instead, it could represent tens of thousands of dollars in future wealth. So the real question is not, can I afford this? The better question is, what future freedom am I trading for this? That one question can change the way you spend. The second minimalist habit is using the retirement multiplier. Here is the idea. Every monthly expense you remove does two things. First, it saves you money today. Second, it lowers the amount of money you need to retire. If you cut $100 from your monthly expenses, that is $1,200 a year saved. But it also means your future retirement lifestyle now requires less money every single year. That is powerful. Because when you reduce your expenses, you are not only increasing how much you can invest, you are also lowering the finish line. This is why minimalists can often retire earlier than people who earn much more. A bigger house does not just cost more once. It creates bigger furniture costs, higher utilities, more maintenance, more cleaning, higher insurance, more repairs, more property taxes, more rooms to fill, more lifestyle pressure. A bigger car does the same thing. Higher payments, higher insurance, higher repairs, more expensive tires, more expensive maintenance. This is why the minimalist does not just ask, "Can I buy this?" They ask, "What kind of life does this purchase force me to keep paying for?" Because sometimes the thing you buy does not make you richer. It quietly raises the cost of your entire life. The third minimalist habit is applying the replacement test. Walk through your digital life and your home and ask one question. If this disappeared today, would I spend money to replace it? If the answer is no, it probably does not belong in your life anymore. This applies to subscriptions, streaming services, apps, memberships, clothes, kitchen gadgets, furniture, decorations, tools, courses, equipment, random storage items. Most people are not actively choosing these things anymore. They are just carrying them. They are paying for them through inertia. A subscription renews because you forgot to cancel it. A closet stays full because you never decided what actually matters. A garage stays packed because you keep telling yourself you may use those things one day. But every unused item has a cost. It takes space. It creates clutter. It makes your home harder to maintain. It makes your life feel heavier. And sometimes it keeps you paying for a bigger home than you actually need. So the rule is simple. If you would not buy it again today, question whether it should still be in your life. The fourth minimalist habit is using cost per use. This habit destroys impulse spending because it forces the purchase to explain itself. Before you buy something non-essential, divide the price by how often you will realistically use it. A $2,000 mattress used every night for 10 years can be an excellent purchase. That is something you use thousands of times. It improves sleep. It improves health. It improves your daily life. But a $300 kitchen gadget used twice a year? That is $150 per use. A $700 outfit worn once? That is $700 per use. A $1,200 exercise machine that becomes a clothes hanger after 3 months? That is not a fitness investment. That is clutter with a payment plan. Cost per use cuts through emotion. It does not mean you can never buy nice things. It means the things you buy should earn their place in your life. Minimalism is not about buying the cheapest thing. It is about buying the right thing once, using it well, and not constantly needing more. The fifth minimalist habit is creating friction before spending. Do not trust willpower. Design your environment. Because most impulse purchases happen when buying is too easy. One click, saved card, free shipping, limited time offer, flash sale, influencer discount code. Buy now, pay later. The system is designed to remove every pause between desire and purchase. So you have to put the pause back. Delete shopping apps. Remove saved card details. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Wait 24 hours before any non-essential purchase. For larger purchases, wait 7 days. Put items in the cart and walk away. If you still want it later, you can come back. But most of the time, the emotional urge fades. That is the point. You are not trying to become someone with perfect discipline. You are becoming someone who makes bad spending harder. The sixth minimalist habit is defining enough before you earn more. This may be the most important habit of all, because lifestyle creep is quiet. It does not arrive as one big decision. It happens slowly. You get a raise, so you upgrade the car. You get a bonus, so you upgrade the apartment. You earn more, so you eat out more. You move to a better neighborhood, then need better furniture. You buy better clothes, then need better shoes. Then better vacations, then better devices, then better everything. And suddenly, the person earning $160,000 feels just as trapped as they did when they earned $60,000. Because their lifestyle expanded at the same speed as their income. That is why you must define enough before the raises come. What is enough house? Enough car? Enough wardrobe? Enough vacation? Enough dining out? Enough comfort? Enough status? If you do not define enough, your environment will define it for you. And the world will always tell you that enough is just one upgrade away. Minimalists retire earlier because they stop moving the finish line. When they earn more, they do not immediately spend more. They invest more. They buy options. They buy time. They buy freedom. The seventh minimalist habit is separating joy from status. This is where many people get trapped. They think they are buying happiness, but they are really buying approval. They buy the car because of how it looks to others. They buy the house because of what it says. They buy the outfit because of the reaction. They buy the phone because it feels current. They book the vacation because everyone else is posting theirs. But status spending is expensive because it never ends. There is always a better car, a bigger house, a newer phone, a more impressive trip, a more expensive restaurant, a more beautiful kitchen, a more upgraded lifestyle. Joy has a limit. Status does not. A minimalist asks, do I actually want this, or do I want to be seen with it? That question can save you years of work. Because once you stop buying things to impress people, your financial life becomes much lighter. The eighth minimalist habit is turning simplicity into a system. Minimalism works best when it becomes automatic. Automate your investments. Automate your savings. Set a spending limit for non-essentials. Choose a simple wardrobe. Keep your home easy to maintain. Plan meals around foods you actually eat. Use one car longer. Avoid upgrading things that still work. Cancel anything that does not earn its place. The goal is not to think about money every second. The goal is to build a life where your default behavior moves you toward freedom. Because early retirement is not built from one dramatic sacrifice. It is built from hundreds of small decisions that repeat for years. And over time, those decisions compound. Less spending becomes more investing. More investing becomes more security. More security reduces the need to spend for comfort. And the less you need to prove, the faster you become free. That is the psychological payoff. Owning less creates more money. But having more money also makes owning less feel easier. When your investments are growing, you no longer need stuff to feel successful. Your peace becomes the proof. You stop needing the upgraded car to feel important. You stop needing the bigger house to feel safe. You stop needing constant purchases to feel in control. That is when minimalism stops feeling like sacrifice. It starts feeling like power. So let's go back to the two coworkers. The first coworker earns more, but every raise becomes another payment. Every bonus becomes another upgrade. Every promotion becomes a more expensive lifestyle to protect. They look rich, but they are not free. The second coworker earns less, but they kept their expenses low. They invested the difference. They avoided unnecessary upgrades. They built a life that was comfortable but not inflated. And now, they have something the first coworker does not have. Options. That is the real wealth, not just money. Options. The option to leave a toxic job. The option to take a lower-paying role that gives you peace. The option to start a business. The option to rest. The option to help family. The option to retire years earlier. The option to stop living in fear of one email from HR. That is why minimalist saving is not about being cheap. It is about buying your life back. So here is the question. Do you want to own your possessions? Or are you comfortable with your possessions owning your time? Because every purchase is a trade. Every upgrade is a trade. Every subscription is a trade. Every bigger lifestyle is a trade. And when you understand that, saving stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like freedom. If this video helped you see money differently, hit the like button so it reaches more people. Subscribe to this channel for more practical money breakdowns, saving systems, and wealth-building ideas hiding in plain sight. And tell me in the comments, what is one thing you stopped buying that made your life lighter?